Next is the weapons. You've got the power beam, missiles, and a whole load of other stuff.
And having lots of choices to shoot things with is bad?
Okay? I like to use this one, the Imperialist, because it's sort of like the plasma beam.
The plasma beam. The Imperialist is nothing like the plasma beam. Now, there are 20 different forms of this freaking weapon, so let's compare. The Imperialist is a freaking long laser thing that completely shows your direction that you're shooting from, and is kind of useless besides its sniping mode. Now, you've got the plasma beam in the 2D games, which goes through enemies. It's not really like that because the plasma beam was pretty useful, and this one actually really isn't that useful at all. And then you've got the plasma beam from the Metroid Prime 3, which basically was a lava cannon, and again, this thing isn't really that useful. It's a sniper rifle. So, yeah, it's not really like the plasma beam. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I mean, it looks like it. It's very powerful. Why not?
Why not? What? Finish a sentence. God.
Let's see, what else?
Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most of my videos, I don't script anything. I do a script every once in a while, but most of the time I don't. I'm too lazy. But however, when I'm doing a focused rant, when I don't feel strong enough, well, not strong enough, when I don't feel compelled enough to write a full script, I at least write an outline of the things that I want to complain about. This kid should do the same thing. He's like, I want to talk about the morph ball's a different color. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, you can't go under the ship. That's dumb. I should complain about that. No, he should write down a list of legitimate complaints, keep it next to him, and then look to it and say, oh yeah, I need to talk about how I think the graphics suck. Or, oh yeah, I need to talk about how I think the music sucks. Legitimate complaints. Not this shit.
Ah, yes, the story.
And again, the story isn't great, but at least there's a little bit of effort put into it this time.
It's Metroid Prime, people. Why not put Metroid Prime or even the Space Pirates in here?
Okay, listen, not everything has to be connected to the main storyline. This is more what we call a filler story. You know how in Dragon Ball Z they have little filler stories every once in a while? Metroid Prime Hunters is kind of like one of those. Now granted, the filler stories aren't always the most enjoyable part of any anime, but they can occasionally be entertaining, and I'd classify Metroid Prime Hunter more as the entertaining kind of filler than the main kind of filler. If you just have the same story over and over again, it won't be fun. Take the Sonic the Hedgehog series, for example. They've recycled the same, oh, we've got a giant deity monster alien thing destroying the planet, go kill that by getting all the same 7 Chaos Emeralds. They've repeated that story 15 times by now. Not 15, you know what I mean. But they've repeated that over and over again, and thus it's predictable and boring. Metroid Prime Hunters at least tried to change it up a little bit, and I commend them for that.
Sure, there's a space pirate in the, preview of the game, but why?
Why? Maybe it's because Nintendo didn't feel like doing the same thing over and over again for once.
Why just that one when you don't fight any?
Well, that's because it's more of that one space pirate story as opposed to the entire clan. For all of you who aren't familiar with the backstory to Weevil, basically he was a space pirate who got almost killed by Samus, and then he was re-healed using this robot cyborg thingy. And so when he hears about the ultimate power thing, he says, oh, I'm gonna go get that for the space pirates and I'll be super cool and awesome. And then he sees Samus and he'll be like, oh cool, I can get revenge by killing Samus. It doesn't need to have all of the space pirates there.
I just find it stupid.
You can't have a rant video, a serious rant video, and have every complaint about it be, it's stupid. You need to have more underlying and more solid ideas and complaints than that. For example, I hate Majora's Mask, Zelda Majora's Mask. And sure, I could say, oh, this is stupid, and this is stupid, and this is stupid, but I wouldn't. And that's why I've been holding off a rant on this series, because I want to get some good, solid complaints in. I could say, oh, the time travel thing's stupid. I could just say that, but I want to say the time travel thing is stupid because this, and this.
Yeah.
7 seconds of nothing. That's 7 seconds, which you could be going to brush your teeth and get into bed.
Well, alright. Now I've ranted on what they could improve.
No, you really haven't. You've nitpicked about what could be improved, but really doesn't need to be improved.
Now I'll talk about on what's good about the game.
It's about frickin' time you mentioned the other side of the argument.
And that's a few. One, you've got the spaceship.
1, you're doing that weird thing with your voice again, and 2, didn't you rant about the spaceship before? You ranted about, oh, it's not the same spaceship as in Metroid Prime, even though it is, or some other shit like that I don't really remember. You ranted about the damn thing before, and now you're saying that it's a good part about the game? What the hell?
2, you've got Samus.
Just having the main character of the series be in a game doesn't automatically make it good. For example, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Mario Teaches Typing, Miss Pac-Man's Maze Madness. All 3 of those games were fucking horrible, and they had the main characters of the franchise in there. Yeah, not a very good point.
And 3, they have the courtesy to make it so that you don't have to keep on doing this all the time.
I believe you mentioned that before, but does it really matter? Seriously.
It has the courtesy to do this for you. I'm holding it down, people. I'm holding it down.
Wow, a rapid fire button. It's not like that hasn't been done before. It was a courteous gesture of, I think Retro Studios did this, of Retro Studios to do that for us, but it's not like it's anything new or original. And as a matter of fact, it's really not even that much needed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot something else about the rant. It's the visor.
God damn it.
In the first Metroid Prime game, it's like this. In this game, it's like this.
And in the original Metroid Prime, when they had the visor shaped like that, it covered up more of the screen than this one does. This version of the game's visor actually shows more of the screen so that you can see more of what's going on. In the original Metroid Prime, it wasn't like that, and it wasn't game-breaking because it was a minor fucking detail. God damn it, this is not something to complain about.
In Metroid Prime 2, which is supposed to be the sequel.
No, actually it isn't. Metroid Prime Hunters goes before Metroid Prime 2 and after Metroid Prime 1, if I'm not mistaken.
It's like this again. What the heck?
Yeah, because a minor visor detail really pisses me off, even though it doesn't really do anything.
Just keep it one way.
No, they can do whatever they want with it. If it just pisses you off, I support it. But seriously, does it really matter? I think that sort of visor setup would cover too much of the DS's screen for it to work. They set it up that way so you could see more. And you're a really observant kid to notice that sort of thing. But you're also a really stupid kid to think that that's a legitimate complaint that makes the game suck.
Hey, it's better the way in Metroid Prime.
How is it better? Because it was first? I'm going to tell you something. Just because something is first does not mean it's better. Okay? Just think about it. You've got 2 cheeseburgers. One's 3 weeks old and one is 3 hours old. Which one are you going to eat? The one that came first or the one that came second?
I mean, it doesn't look stupid.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of him just saying that, oh, it's stupid, and having that just be a legitimate response. It can't be. I can't get away with saying things like that, so why should he? Say something!
Well, that's about it for right now.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
And next, I'm doing the LP of this game.
Why? Why are you doing that? I can tell that you don't like this game, even though your reasons for not liking it are completely fucking stupid. So why would you put us through that sort of pain? Now I'm gonna have to watch this thing just because I know it's gonna suck.
The LP.
And another thing that I just remembered right now. Why are you LPing a DS game? The footage is going to suck horribly. I know my own LPs are just recordings of the screen. I get that, but at least a TV screen is slightly better than a DS screen for recording.
Of something this bad.
LPing Superman 64 would be a game that's bad. LPing E.T. would be a game that's bad. I would even argue that LPing Zelda Majora's Mask is bad. But Metroid Prime Hunters, you have not successfully argued that it is a bad game, so thus that statement is totally wrong. Woo!
This is going to be bad. So, see ya.
And thank God that's over. That little kid can go to bed like he belongs, and I can be done with these sort of things. I'm ExandShadow. I'm going to go and try to wash this little kid out of my memory.